juma makwaba adi ba Bryt du akononkona chiri pa ba kwaso akesima no mako enan na nonsia aboman mu nsam akwaso ewo man mu amahodo so nsam enwere ya tenase asi hu nkwanwa ya de somo so Wobete Kasiebo ewo Bryt du akononkona chiri pa ba kwaso sweet 100.3 okofo dia ne important kase ne dem live wonom saranso na kopiem ewo enkrapuni mantem so a daddy 101.1 FM so wo asantime mu ya be 103.3 now ko atoye atifido mantem so a Lord 107.1 winners 104.9 subuto bia wo nyina tabri nsem ne bia wo eche ensem no edoso ntine pa che kwa be fontentan fidie kase ne so www.mybrytfmonline.com no kwabna nya kwa bro na mana na pamfa kunchim sam ne de ego betimi akọ akwa kenkan bravo kasemu saranso ena wo app no so a anaso Google Play Store no so akọ download yeah Bryt99.1 app no wo so me pa cho betimi etie kase ne live adia phone ko Facebook no na search Bryt99.1 FM ya dem live wonom wo YouTube ne social media handles ni na ya dem live wonom sam no edo so ye pa nwumra yi na die bedi makuti bia beti no Wobete se nei Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia wo 2 franka edima NPP amanyoko no ewo 2024 abatu onim no wasanso esinipi se 2028 okono eyade a wogina mu ye papa pa no wogina mu ede ama amanyoko bai na brebe kra no ena wo presidential race na ebekoso ewo memu emu nsem ene ade Wobete na yebakopiem ewo enkrapuni mantemika sei MMDCs eye former MMDCs no eyade a wo mododo no esum 220 wo nyinene wo makwa declare wo support adiama Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia edientia Wobete mu ensemo saranso na enkane mention crutch penny adema de share wo adenta dia tuju achema se ensembia na circulate sian wo makwa declare wo support adiama Euro Canada Japan no wasi nukura bia eni sansem ne mo na hwan nene wo mu declare wo support adiama no emu nsem Wobete ntuma apamano a 1 million Ghana cedi wo mu de akwakomo mampani dwumede ben wo mampani de kodi emu nsem Wobete Deputy Director of Operations ewo Presidency wo mampani akache wasi amanfo bia wo mu kase a yen declare state of emergency ewo galamsey kun eye premature na de ntia no wakasa wode nsem nso ato special prosecutor ni mu nsem so no Wobete ewo kase eso yeba kopiem mu ewo ne moderator Wada General Assembly of the Presbyterian Church of Ghana wade atojo achema se bokonsa nsam ne ade akoso no ebra sempenifo de wom nan sim na boama sudwe ne ade ekoso nso ewo memu aposi sadom so wasante memu eyade a wom achini pa makomako enum wom bone ene sen ensem bi eka ensem wo na enwumre matena asiesi nkonwa wo ba ya santo amantaz matena sede na ese ne amaje dedemu ensem no do so ye panwumre ba besi nkoso ede ama o kase ne eba wo akom a enwekọ bi nso adaroma ena dan wom eso yesne sikafemu ema yetimi di ensem no eba Joy Herbal Clinic wasi apomodima pa ede ni jesronko ena benti enwumre yade bi edunya yade bi atetewo se wo yoba ne ede wo etwa wompoa anase wodua ne diem ne wo man hyeda nkoyi a kona kopiem ewo Joy Herbal Clinic wom ewo kofodua wom eben NDC regional office nchemu wo pe glamour ho a ena wom ebutu Mama P Cosmetic Center original ba ko peju 2 bano body lotions body creams papa designer perfumes original ones kofodia Cowbank abro saying mo wom ewo store number 3 and 4 Prince Barton runabout wakwa na wakwa kojo die enwumre ni nso na eye ba ko pe eye Joy Daddy chesene Daddy natural mineral water Daddy natural mineral water Joy Industries na dia ba ensuon de prosun tenwumre benum so de eno ene ko na Joy Industries the Joy medicated some ne ointment aba pebi dware na srebe bo siesie redie no ama redie na to so ye pa Shatawale Shagzi ye bo nka ye so yo senkani a sign up ewo Shagzi ne so akwanya bebre na ededa ho edema o enwume kwanya foforo bi ye kawo na enwumre wom aso me patch ne do hwere ba akomatena se no ensam no meje eba edi ameje so eye akosuya asabia kropa ade edahima Jebrana Kasian mefa enshemu Emma.
Bryt FM, Daddy FM,
Lord FM, Winners FM,
Sweet FM.
Bryt FM, Daddy FM,
Lord FM, Winners FM,
Sweet FM.
Awusuame shansam na se adiama akwa mu ewo NPP amanyoko no akache na eyade ameka se na no ada na NPP amanyoko no ede betu dwase nyame atom na atom tom yenya na sene 2026 eyade achese January hono ba bia wom ebebo modena sene wom presidential slaughter amanfo present ye wom betimi atu franka de amanyoko no ewo 2028 abatu no betimi akwa yi opani a Wobedi womanim make us say edin bebrena na baba tutodwa ewo chesene sa akensi a nyame eya adum ebekoso ewo mem ewo NPP amanyoko edin mu Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bomia die PM sanso na doctor ya wo se edu twimu enka ne soafo an wo hwade suyan wo ensam so ene enka ne soafo rekwa won sam emrahye bedwane de ma de hya chesene wo mu ewo chesene kwa ne mpeso so yera Dr. Bryt99.1 wono suni dia ba be piemu yera dai ni modia ba be piemu sanso na Kennedy Japan mpanifo bebre na en wom edin aba be piemu na ne nyina ne Ghana fo ehwe sene hwan en ade hye be kɔ na sene tuan ne esian ne fo kɔ wom atimi akɔ ne sene wom be kandifo fama NPP amanyoko no ewo 2028 abato ebeto no wo memo eno nam so ma meka se na nhye mu de bebre na gusu akoso wo camp ka wodo no na akɔ ewo Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bomia akache a eyade ameka se na nkrapuni mantemu wone enkane metropolitan municipal district chiefs executives a wom dwumedi ewo wo mampani na danko akufo ado apenso ewo memo wom ne wom akɔ ehyemu na wom dodo no esum 220 ene wom ekosiemu ani nyina ene se de di kan no Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bomia ehyema se abra wom to oba awie no wonya ne wom enhye nti we ye de di kan a wetimi no wom ehye ne nyina no na ase kase no wode ema wom se wom nyina kan bi ene wom ebo amanyoko no entwodie ne baaye nanso no nso nkyerɛ sa brabo na kɔ na wie ye ade amoom ene wom aba behyiemu na se na ase ni mponkɛse pa ena wom ede emoom na eno nam so ema Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bomia dwumedie na se no en wode atodwa wo chema se entwodi enya de akyese no egu na bem kura sabre ahye ne dinye pa wo gina ne nanso na wo ka ede akyere Ghana fo se nyame atom na adom edom yenya ahead of a year 2028 general elections ebekoso ewo memo ameka sei NPP amanyoko no ebie de ato se wo flag bearership position no obi anko no anko pribi no wono Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bomia Ghana fo nim no wose dia chesene ye waso nsuaso ansa no wahuni emu odu wo ba ye amanfo hu adwuma wo ye enu ntin wono so na ne so de hu ne se wono so ba akopre eye sa flag bearership position no ebi na wode atodwa wo chem ese adwuma no enyo no nko ene beye enu nti wo hyeso wo mu nyina entai na chi na ne so de hu entimi emre mu ena wo chem asese mo beka ya 2016 wabra Ghana man penny dada nana janko akufo wo kwakọ gina kono no woje eye benwa no edifi ndc amanyoko no ensemu saranso ena chese ne wotena so a tutem wo koye 2024 ye kokoto abanso a eyade ayera John Dramani Mahama wo man penny nanado agi benwa no edifi ni nsem no wono nso ebeji ye edifi eye nanado janko akufo do nsemu eno nti we nyina edi adanse pefe se waje benya no ede efi NPP amanyoko nim eye yera John Dramani Mahama waje ye ede fi NPP amanyoko nim ewo 2024 dia 2028 abato ebeto no ewo memu nso no eyade NPP amanyoko no besanso waje benya no ede efi yera John Dramani Mahama ensemo na wabra Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bomia de nsem eto edwa no ensem we bi ene wokan ye.
But the Mills Mahama government handed over power to who? Nana Adodankwa Akufo-Addo, whom Mahama had contested. And Nana Akufo-Addo has also handed power to who? To John Mahama, whom he contested. So now, who is John Mahama going to hand over power to? It's clear. It's clear. John Mahama will hand over power to Dr. Mahmoud.
Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bomia ena wote ye nei woni MMDCs enkane MMDCs na se ne former MMDCs a wɔn ɛyɛ adwuma ɛfiti 2017 ebesi 2024 ɛwɔ Ghana mpani dada yɛrɔ ɛyɛ Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo apɛnso ɛna wɔte yɛ wɔn de nsɛm wei ɛtu adwa na dwumadie na so wabra wɔn mpani dada anase pani a wɔtu franka ɛde ma NPP amanyɔkuo no ɛwɔ 2024 yɛrɔ ɛyɛ Dr. Alhaji Mahmood Bawumia wɔ declare intention sɛ flag bearership ɛyɛ raise no ɔno nso n'ani gye ho no ɛyɛ ade a ɛnka ne MMDCs no wɔn nso ɛde atodwa mekase wɔn de statement kɛseɛ aba wɔn declare wɔn support kɛseɛ ɛde ama ɛyɛ Dr. Alhaji Mahmood Bawumia na ɛno akyi no wɔ abra dwumadie no ɛba na wie no wɔn ɛkyerɛ deɛ nti a wɔn ani agye ho a wɔn ɛhwɛ nim sɛ Dr. Alhaji Mahmood Bawumia wɔn mɛtae n'akyi na wɔtimi aba bɛyɛ franketuni NPP amanyɔkuo no ɛwɔ 2028 mu na ɛno nam so ɛmoa mo de atodwa a wɔn ɛkyɛ mo sɛ wɔn ne madwuma Dr. Alhaji Mahmood Bawumia wɔabra no wɔyɛ ɔmampani abɛde akyire wɔn ɔmampani Nana Addo ɛboa n'akɔ anim saa bere Ghanafoɔ nim ne dida ɛnya afɛ ne yɛkɔ akɔpɛ candidate foforɔ de n'aba sɛ bi a yɛba bɛtɔn no wɔyɛ candidate dida kyɛ sɛ ne Ghanafoɔ anim ne ntine tɔn no kora no bɛyɛ easily ɛde ama wɔn na
of events of our party. You see, former J. Kufuor contested in 1996 and lost to J.J. Rawlings. Then again in 2000 and he won. Former President Kufuor came with 38%, but he was able to defeat the former Vice President Atamils in 2000 to win election for the New Patriotic Party. His Excellency Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo also came and contested 3 times before the people gave him the mandate to become the president of the country. Now we know His Excellency Alhaji Dr. Mahmood Bawumia has been marketed very well before in the country. Every corner, every nook and cranny of this country, you can find Dr. Mahmood Bawumia there. And we think that the first attempt that he went and he did not make it, the second attempt will be a very good one.
As you can see, the whole place, the enthusiasm is very strong. We actually honored an invitation extended to us by former Vice President and the former flag bearer of the New Patriotic Party in the 2024 elections. We came and listened to him just as we listened to Honorable Kennedy Japan, Honorable Bryt, and many others. And we have come to a conclusion that, look, as a party, we don't bother ourselves with the people we like. We are now looking for a candidate who has national appeal and can appeal to the ordinary voter. That's all that we need. And secondly, we have to leverage on the investment that we have done already. As an opposition party, we have invested so much in Dr. Bawumia. Every corner of this country, his posters, his t-shirts are there. As a political party, we think that we need to leverage on that investment.
Bawumia is the only person who has been the flag bearer as we speak. He was our candidate before, and you know Ghana, our history. It happens, somebody go once, 2, the third one, he wins. But I know Bawumia can win the second one for us. But we are just started. And because we are just started, I don't want to pre-elect somebody as we speak. I'm part of the government appointees. And by so doing, we have some training that when it happens, you have to take your time and choose the right candidate. So as we are here now, today we have heard from Dr. Mahmood Bawumia. He has told us his vision for the next election. And by so doing, I don't have doubts about him that he can lead the party for the second time.
As you sit back and watch his delivery, the issue about political consistency is very key. Nobody goes to election in Ghana for the first time and wins.
Your mama won in 2012.
Fine, because there was that sympathy. Unfortunately, we lost the president at the time, so that sympathy was there. But when he met Akufo-Addo in 2016, you saw what happened. Close to 1 million votes. And regardless of all that he did, nobody believed that he can come back and come and win in 2024. So clearly, it tells us that the repetition of a candidate is always important in the political elections. In this election that we are going, all the NPP aspirants who are coming up, they are good. But we need to have somebody who's always ahead of them. That is easy to market. In political marketing, you look at the product that you market and it can easily be sold. So that is the essence of this meeting.
Pick the Ghanaian constitution, read it, and you see that nobody is deceiving you. This is the time of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. We are not going to disrespect anybody. We are not going to run down anybody. It is a contest of ideas. And as a vice president, what he did was to put himself able to test, to demonstrate that as a servant he can serve. And then he demonstrated over 37 different policies that are still working. The current government is also benefiting, Ghanaians are benefiting from it. So as this candidate, let's give him the
Kani MMDC sa wom edi wom dwumedie e Ghana man pani dada yera na na dan kwa kufuado apenso na woti ye ne wom edi clear wom e support kese edi ama Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia na enu achi no so ba kaya na ensem bi ene na monte so ye MMDC square yen kan MMDC square yes nan wada wom akwa declare wom support di ama yera Canada Japan ene wom sanso akwa declare wom support Adiama Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia na eyade enkane mention crutch penny de ma de hye wa denta bato mpeso so won krapni mantemu Ebeneza duku edi atudwa eyedoku edi atudwa wo chemasa sansem bia na monte so se ayen womu MMDC say makoma 220 woma akwa declare womu support edi amacha se ne yera Canada Japan no wasi nukra bia eni sansem no mu enu nti eyembogo so obi ti sansam na womongu enei bebi a wom ejina no enu na wom tintim egu enkrata so a wom edi ababehia Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia na yenti ensem awodo bia onyonyamfo Ebeneza doku wode tu edwa.
Now Canada Japan invited all MMDCs. I was there myself, but we did not support. His assertion that over 250 came to endorse him is false. Today, Chief, you have asked a question. Today, we are reading a statement on behalf of all of us. There was no statement read at Canada Japan's meeting with us. He spoke, we wined, we dined, and we left. Today, we are showing our support with a statement. Thank you.
Eni ayeti enkane eyemensin crutch penny de ma de hye wa denta bato empeso aso ye Ebeneza dokunu no ena woti ya wode ensem wanyina etu edwa enu achi ena nsentrefo esentwi ben Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia bisanse papa ena munhye mudi amo ekoye no ababe todwa sene enkane MMDC sa wom ehye wom achintim krata de abaso wom so wom declare wom support edi amawo what sansam no na wokra na enenhye de ne sei ene koye wode tudwa chema so nani aso yie pa wasi efiti emra wo hyase ene wom ehye ene wom ehye no eyade a wom se ampa wom ewo pepa edema no ebeboan amene se de won wankasa declare intention say 2028 abato ebeto NPP for one presidential race no one so de ne ho ehye no yenti esede a wode ne nsem etwa to.
Well, the meeting was just to appraise them of where I am and thank them most importantly for their efforts in the 2024 election and to also ask for their support of me going forward. So that was basically in a nutshell what we came to do. Thank you. We'll see how it goes. We'll take it one step at a time. Extremely fruitful. Very, very much so. Thank you very much.
And near Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia ntene ehemudi akoso ewo enkrapni mantemu wabra enkane MMDC sa wom juma and the NPP 2017 ekosi 2024 wom nyina ka wom ntoma bachira no na wom ekopie mu ewo Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia ehemudi ase eko declare chese ne wom support kese edman we no closed door meeting kese pa ena woti ya nsem we no atoto dwa ewase yento ensam na so emfama ne fi NPP amanyokon akache na yenko Ghana mampani akache na nsentem ana Ghana mampani ebo modern elanche ye Mahama Care na Mahama Care initiative no edwumedie sonko mampani die sene ne so a wohwenem se wo benya sika futuo ewo mu na yetimi ade aboa na brofo kasem de fra no non communicable diseases no yetimi ako ade tie ewo memu ekuakua wodo bebre na en wom ayi wom tie a wom ebo mahama ken etimi akoso na security agencies makoma kuduba ko wom nso aka wom entuma abachira no akwa PM ewo yeroma mpani Dr. Womampi Yera John Mama Akache Emma wom ekoye no wom ekra wom ensemu 1 million Ghana cedi ede akwa komo mampani Yera John Dramani Mahama na ekuoyi anase security agencies yi eyade Ghana Immigration Service for account Ghana National Fire Service for account Ghana Prison Service Narcotic Control Commission National Disaster Management Organization National Identification Authority woman nyina eka wo ebi ena wom ebo santini kopiem ewo mampani atsena ya ene ye wabra na chese ne ye wom ekono suafo anu wo hwe eya pomode wansam so ye rakwabna minta kandon so ka obi suafo a wo hwe efisem ne bama ho nsem muntaka Mohammed Mubarak kan sanso ena IGP Dr. Christian Yewunu wono so eka obi a wom nyina ekopiem ewo Ghana mampani Yera John Dramani Mahama akache na wabra wom de sika botine ne emo mampani no wamampani ejina na nemu ede na asie ni mponkase pa ede koma eye 11 security agencies yi se wom so amadadwen Ghana ho ama ene wom atusa na mo yi de sika botine dia bra ne se wom fanto Mahama ke ne mo na entimi emoa emma enisuade ho na sabotaye ensisu nti ayete Mahama ke no etimi ewie peye wode atudwa wo chemese so akwakoyi omampani a ene security agencies ni na ehye na se no wano so be na afem de ade aboa wo eba na kade no ma hodo bi a wo so mu hi a wo de bedi wo dwumedie no wo be ni na ade amo mo na tia aboa ma ba ma wonsem ne ade etimi akoso ewo memo wo abra Ghana mampani Yera John Dramani Mahama wo de nsem etu emnifo enem no se ene wo kan.
You work under difficult circumstances, and we've actually been discussing with the Minister of Interior how we can retool your services so that you have the equipment and logistics to be able to do your work. And so we had a National Security Council meeting this afternoon, and I managed to squeeze the Minister of Finance hand behind his back, and we'll get a budget of 1 billion cedis for retooling of your various services. Fire service needs fire equipment urgently, and I don't, let me say, I empathize with my sister here. When the fire service arrives late, people get angry, but they just don't have the fire tenders. The last set of fire tenders were bought almost 9 years, 10 years ago from Professor Mills's time. There's not been a retooling. Most of those tenders are broken down. So I urge the public to be patient with our fire officers. They are working under difficult circumstances. And so one of the priorities will be to get some new fire tenders for you. Yeah. The police have to confront armed robbers every day. And you don't expect them to do it in light-skinned vehicles. The armed robbers are well armed with AK-47s. They fire back at them. And so getting them armored-plated vehicles for their patrol, highway patrols and things is also something that we'll look at. Immigration, prisons, they don't have mobility. Most of the vehicles you have are 10 years old, broken down. And so we'll consider getting some vehicles for you so that you increase the mobility of your officers. And so we'll help you, we'll tool you. You have a mandate to look after us, but we must help you to look after us. And so I can assure you that getting equipment and logistics for you to do your work will be one of our priorities.
Ghana mampani Yera John Dramani Mahama na wote ya wodi ensem wei atu edwa kasie no tie wo Bryt de okononkona chiri pa ba kweso sweet and pointre wokofodua ne important sara nso ena okopiem ewo enkraponi mantem a Daddy 101.1 FM so ya dem live wo no ma chese ne enkran ba bia wom 80 na kwa santimemu a eya bin 103.3 FM so adweso ne mpeso so atoye atifido mantem so Lord 107.1 winners 104.9 subutuwa bia wom nyina tabri ensem ne bia wom chese ko Facebook na search Bryt99.1 FM enwumrem dem live e wo honom ko hwe manimu se ne wadwenkyane ade watimi agade afa no ebre ne du nso a meje bre na se ne makinke mu nsam na kama adi amawo YouTube nso ye dem live e wo honom na yento wo ensam na so emfa emawo na nsentemu ekame ense obo man ka ne ma amanfo bebre na awiata so a wom ekacho mampani se galamse kono ekame se ase wada ewo so enu nti yera mampani yera wom ehye na wom moden se enmenim yan wo be ma chese ne na yesifo no ma nani akọ galamse kono ho na eno nam so amanfo bi ekase sanke be ya womampani enmenim ya won declare a state of emergency kese pa ewo galamse ekono said ye beboa ma yensu nsuwa ne ye kwabrentuo nom ne ade yetimi abawo ban efi se wabro na NPP amanyoko no ewo aban mu no na wom ekodi tia galamse no NDC kroya de betu dwa chenwese wo dabi ekono ekame so wom adan wom no wom eba wom betimi aye wom nso wom eba ye be ya bosum kakranie galamse kono enhyeda enkosede ne nyina no na Ghana fo ene amanfo bi ehwenem se anko mampani yera John Dramani Mahama bema ne na esi wonom na wo metimi akon adietia galamse e wo memu eno nam so mansem we ebeto dwa no Deputy Director of Operation e wo mampani atena ye Mustafa Eyegbande ade atudwa wo chemese e wom sase okono wom egusu ekode na so betimi akase wo de tutu aban dada ne ho a wom eye omafemu de ade abo se de wom ekan wom gusu wom ntaye asrafo eso wom ekonhye ne ade a aban ne edigu na akwamu nyina no eyade wom egusu a wom eko edietia galamse ne ewo memo enu achi krapo nhye ne ade a wabra no mampani abonto ewo memo wode tudwa se ne wo ba wo behwe na chese ne wom a wom eye chese ne small scale ewo memo no wom ahia no enhyiamudie bebre na akoso a ne nyina na aban no ade nhye ne ade ato na akoma a wo kodi no nti se de amanfo bi kasian wo mampani chese de won tutu na won declare state of emergency wo se wi aso fiti prako pepo sia emoja eneba yenti nsema wodo bi a Mustafa Gbande wode tu edwa.
President Mahama and our government have given fidelity to commitment to fight illegal mining. I know that because the number of excavators that have been impounded in the last 1 month are a lot. If you check with the Ghana Police Service, and most of these people are persons who are mining. So you may not necessarily have stopped mining, but you are identifying places where they are mining illegally and decommissioning the tools that they use to mine. And one of such tools has to do with excavators. It cannot all be done in a day. But I think that if we have had this commitment in the last 8 years, our government would have built upon what was done in the last 8 years. But we are here starting from ground zero, where we have to deal with the challenges that will come from our own party. President Mahama has made it very clear that one, no government appointee should be involved in mining, lest we talk of, small-scale mining or illegal mining. I just told you the Minister of Defense's commitment and contribution. I just told you the Minister of Lands and Natural Resources commitment and contribution. I just also told you for the first time the unprecedented commitment of the Minister for Interior, where people have been even extradited for being arrested for these things. It is for us to support and ensure that government is on course. We should.
Ani ayetira Mustafa Gbande no wamano anso biem wode atudwa wo chem se de to so biem no wode to special prosecutor nim lawyer Kisie Jabe nim se woma ne nan ensi wonum na enipa bi ne kata hwe ne proyado ko wom se no komboa ewo memo a woma ba be da chese ne ne mpa so anase bi a wom da ne list so a wogusu a chese ne wo ye investigation ne ade afa wom ho sade a asutwe mu odem be ko ade amwo na wo manga na sika wo do wo nsam ye no abom adini nyafo ye betimi age ade esi wo mo manga na no wo ka kire a special prosecutor say wo mamadian wo ma nani enko nom na eno no na betimi abo makata hye ne proye ne ekoso e wo mema ore sika botina fibia wo manga na ye spend e bana kata hye ne proye a yegusu a yesansu ko bi manso akwakoye lala sudi aba be pm e wo memo ama chese ne ho conditions ne ade no se ko ba se bia ye ma ye ne bre e o kata hye ne proye na yebetu asie na aboa mo man Ghana nso no yesika sam ane ade etimi agina ne nanso ensem wen so no yewura Mustafa Gbande edeto aso.
One of the main issues and the reasons Ghanaians voted for the NDC was our preparedness to fight corruption. Every Ghanaian believes that there's something wrong managing our government system and it needs to be cleaned up. The expectation is that the OSP must be up and doing. He must vindicate the reasons why people advocated for that office to be created. And I think so far, he has not been able to prove that to the ordinary Ghanaian. He hasn't convinced Ghanaians that he is a partner in meeting their expectations when they actually see and experience corruption. And the OSP have come into those matters, and it ended up that for a period of time, nothing comes out. I think Ghanaians have a cause of concern. And I'm saying that this country, we all have to make sure that if you have had to do something, you put the Ghanaian people first. This will probably be the last government regime that will be tolerated by the people of Ghana.
Deputy Director in charge of operations said woman Peniatna Dr. Mustafa Gbande no ena wotia wodi ensem woi atu edwa ani na efakata shena fensu no chesene galanteni ade ekoso ewo memo yentu ansem na so emfama nkopiem ewo enkrapunimantem wonom a na yade ameka say no moderator Edema General Assembly of the Presbyterian Church of Ghana, Right Reverend Dr. Abraham Nana Parekwache ade atudwa wo chemes was Roman Penny and menimia enshani ade a wode atu na akwam a wo hwenim se bokunta wantawa no yebetimi apene pomesibre no so Roman Penny ehwe na wode ne nan esifom na sa entawantawa ache everything ya nananam so ewo ma na Kenya no kakra na nipa bi mu afem ato na nanam ewo nsia do no eto etimi etwa eno ntwem na aposi sadom na chese ne bamboji na tuku ewo mem nso no eno ma bi ewo ehie betimi aboa wo mo amwo mo nso etimi aka wo mo ntuma abachira no na amasundweni ade akoso ewo boko no enei eyade chese ne Right Reverend Dr. Abraham na Kwache Esu was Roman Penny yepa na wakadi ya kwako sise wasu wa membia na se krobia sumjeni wanomono ebani mpuntu enkosu ye nyine nimdia ekosu ewo boko adie bechi adie be sore na esene ewobi ewu adie bechi ye besan sore na ye twaja ejade atu obi dan mo adie bechi na esene aposifo akura ye tata wo mo ni adie wasi ewom sasu wateso mampani esigina ekese a chese mpanifo bebre na nanom enso ede wom enwahyemu wasi wosre wom nyina enhwe na asundwe enkoso mpaibon so a eye gidifo nso de betachire no wom ebeye de abo sede asundwe bekoso ewo boko ene ne mpotemu wode ensem nyina eto adwadwumede sonko ekoso ewo Bema camp na watwi ewie ye na yenti ensem awodo bia Right Reverend Dr. Oparekwache wade to edwa.
We have had meetings, several meetings with the leadership of the region, the Regional Security Council, RECSEC. We have had some meetings with some very significant people, and we have been assured. But indeed, this is not the first time we have been assured. And you see, you have a school where children come from all over the country to study, and suddenly they are in trouble. Recently, I think that was somewhere last week, the president gave an order that military people should give company to all people who travel the Boku Road. It tells you that the problem has not been solved. We need to nip the problem in the bud. We need to deal with it at its roots. If you're able to deal with it at its roots, then we'll stop these cosmetic ideas of children going to school and they go back to the school a few weeks after they have to go back. The last time, you remember that the Presbyterian Nursing Training College, they were going to school when gunshots were fired into the bus. Now, next time, how do I ask children, young people to go back to the same school? It's my school. I cannot assure them of security. My own security, I can't be sure. So it's a problem. But I'm confident that if our national leaders, the police, the army, and everybody, and even the traditional leaders of the two ethnic groups will sit down and work together, there will be peace.
Right Reverend Dr. Abraham Nana Oparekwache no moderator wada Presbyterian Church of Ghana safo no ewo memu na wote ya wode ensem wanyina eto adwane nyina no efa boko ensensem eho yento ansem no eso emfama nkopiem ewo chief of staff nso akache ene nyame atom na atom do ye bepiem e wo memu ajun bosom no ne de to so eye aduonu miense eye ne de ya ekosi aduonu ensonso dwumedie sonko ekoso e wo memu ene Labadi Beach Hotel na dwumedie sonko ekoso wo no eye Ghana China Business Summit kese pa wo man Ghana no wo man China yongo fade etesene etare ho yie pa ese dada no enam se China for mu nim die ekwa nim ntino wo men bia nso epeso wo tumpo de no bata wo ho na wasua no ma bebre na ede efi wo mu chi de nei wo be piem a China for nso aba be piem e wo mema nso ampa wo man Ghana nso ye wo no ma bebre na a chesene so wo nso mo de wo ntoma eboye de no a wo metimi aboa en yenso yetimi aboa wo mafise wiase benkum dware ni fana ni fanso dware benkum ni na eka obinti na sadwumedie wo sunku we ekoso ewo memu eno nam so emene Chief of Staff Yera Julius Debra wono eno kogina Ghana mampani anemu edi ensem eto edwa ne kasiem no wo chemese we no eyadwumedie sunku a wom ehwenim se bekoso ewo memu na timi aboa ama enwuma ne ade timi akoso yie pa ewo yemem ebesanso aboa amwo man Ghana economy no yetimi ahyemo kena akonya nso da hode ma investors a wom so ma ye crowd wom beso wom be pm ewo memo etimi baba ye investment kese a woman no nso yebenya so emfaso eba de sen ye woman Ghana ye sika sem enyina ma hode wonsem kuaye ho ensem ena afenso eye technology ho nsensem a woman ne ebekwa anim ye pa na wabra Yera Julius Debra wojina simpie so no wojina mampani anemu na wo che botaye eteche ntie na adwumedie wom ahyase ewo omemo no yentie ne nsam no ebi.
We want to assure you that any Chinese entity willing to establish a manufacturing plant in Ghana will be welcome, will be encouraged, will be supported, and will be pushed to be successful. That's the message the President wants me to give to you this morning. There are varied areas where investment opportunities will be encouraged, from petrochemicals to housing, automobile, EVs, tourism, and what have you. Agriculture, we are doing very well now. And the government, as part of our flagship programming, is introducing what is commonly known as the 24-hour economy, which eventually give you an expansion in your production capacity. Because instead of going to work for just 8 hours, you have the opportunity to work for 24 hours with incentives given to you. So on this note, on behalf of His Excellency the President, we welcome all the investors from China. I understand you are up to about 90, and by tomorrow you'll be going to about 120. You are very, very warmly welcome to Ghana. For just 8 hours, you have the opportunity to work for.
And here, Yera Julius Debra, no Chief of Staff, now what's here, what in some way, at to a giant crapniman semenete, wabra, Ghana China Business Summit, Koso, Ewo, Omemo, Yentua, and Samna so enfa eman copiemu, Ewo Asantimemo, na copiem Ewa Santimemo, Yadia Post Sadoma, Ewa Santimemo, Ashanti Regional Police Command, no, Wamachi, Enipa Makumaku, enum. Wom esusu se enoma ekoso ye criminal activities e banache sene kronoboni adia ekoso ewo chese asantememu a wom techi pa na nansentem na kronobo bi koso wa bra chese ne we ka chese ne apaki sika na chese egumu ani pa bonfo we ebo modin boremu ekowia ye ho achi aposifo didimu ama chese ne wom ekoche wom make say no eyade chese ne wom gina ekona anu a aposifu egusu a chese ne kwadu kese wom ade ebo wom na wom atimi nso asanso aboa ama ehwem ne ade atimi akoso Ashanti Regional Police Commander DCOP Emmanuel Taikujo wono ena chese nei wo bo modern to nsa ede friends entrafo no wache botete chentia sa enipa makumaku enum yi aposifu akwakwache wom a enei wom de criminal activities a chese ne ekoso ne ade ebo wom yie pa na wabra wo cheche de ntia wom de sobon ebo no yentie ne sam no ebe.
Past few months, the Ashanti Regional Police Command has received numerous reports involving individuals who, after withdrawing large sums of money from financial institutions were followed and had their vehicle broken into.
Bryt FM.
These steps typically occur when victims left their vehicles unattended. Through sustained intelligence gathering and surveillance, supported by footage from the intelligence video surveillance system monitored at the Police Emergency Command Center at the regional headquarters, 2 suspects' vehicles were identified. A gold-colored Toyota Highlander with registration mark GT2471-14 and a black Toyota Highlander with registration mark GX7124-12. It was later confirmed that both vehicles bore fake license plates. On Thursday, 19th June 2025, at 10 a.m., personnel from the Police Intelligence Directorate successfully arrested 3 suspects. Russell Ekenzi, 29, a taxi driver. Francis Friday, 49, a politician. And Linus Egwazi, 51, a trader. A 6-inch T-shaped metal tool believed to be used as a master key in the thefts was recovered from one of the vehicles during the arrest. During interrogation, the suspect confessed to being part of a larger criminal syndicate. They admitted of carrying out similar thefts at several locations within Kumasi, including Komfanochi Teaching Hospital, Mayanka, Asukwa, Kumasi Central Mosque, ShopRite, Kumasi, and Georgia Hotel area. They also identified other members of the syndicate as Cosmas Madua Buchuku, Ezu Chuku, CJ, Didi, and Lele. One of the key suspects, Cosmas Madua Buchuku, sustained gunshot wounds during an attempted arrest and managed to flee. Intelligence later revealed that he sought refuge at a drinking bar in Kenyasi, owned by Gifty Ozurumba and Gladys Ibrahim. These 2 individuals have since been arrested for obstructing police investigation by failing to disclose the whereabouts of Cosmas. 5 suspects are currently in police custody, and the 2 vehicles used by the syndicate have been impounded. A manhunt is underway to arrest Cosmas, Madua Buchuku, and the other accomplices still.
DCOP Emmanuel Taiko Jono wano aya santimantemu post commander wanum enipa makumaku enuma ene womode subo kase abo ma wom achi wom eboa ama ehwem ne ade etimi akoso ne nyina na fa krono bonem no ma bia ekoso ensem fata ewa santimemu no ena watemu ensemo yenso akase ne sumewie kase ne ewo po mantem kofodua na abepiem ewo kofodua dia na watwi ewieye Enyade ekwo kase from Boshe Emma a wom ewo kuo ne bi ewo santimem ena fensu no epo mantem ewo bi ewo manone eyade wom eka wom entuma eba kira no wom so mani so ade hu ne se twedi amponyankopon adom wom na wom nso wom enye bi no wom beche ede ama afoforo na afoforo nso wom ehia mwa no nso enya wom so emfaso enu nti eyade achese ne wom eka wom ntuma aba no ekopiem ewo Eastern Range for abia wo babe wo ye wa wawie ebia ne bills no se de wantimi entwia kotwetwia bills ne ade bebre na won na eswani enso ka kire eyade a chese ne wo mko pm wo hospital chese ne wo fie so jaman en wo ba be pm wo Eastern Regional Hospital a wo ba be wo ye asebiota frache won shaden enya ade anensa eka ne ba no wono so na ne ka chese ne etam won ebro be ne 4000 Emma cheseni ekoi fatu wo mso se da bi wukunu adwane agya na aka wo hospital wode a wo mere no wo matria ne bills na ede ama na mpane mpa wo mutria ne bills na ede ma no ko Facebook na ko search ma me no wode o kama cheseni no wo receive sika botine na nani agye yie pa enu entwemo no nso no obatan ba ko nso wo no nso wo ba be wo a wono no yeyi na cheseni ne ba egusu dem wo hospital wa ni na yesika semi a wono so niko eyade achesene wono so omokoyi ekoyi ne ba edema no enu ntwemo no eyade achesene wo msonso a wo matwetwea wo bills ne bia kanom ne ade no wo ebo modi etwetwea ye ema wo eyi wo na eye ni jesem kase pa na eno nam so ema yera kwakusafo wono ena chesene wo ye PRO edema boshe ema ekuo kase a wo manga ne fa wo epo mantemu wo kire botaye techenti enei boshe emma wom ebe piemu wo chese ne Eastern Regional Hospital a wom ekoye sa adoye ne enti wom ensem no ebi
eko no nkasa no edin de boshe na yenye so no ginyame ye botaye ne se ye de beboa ekuma ene wono a oni ni bi amobrofo eko no ni tine free UK say you will be Kufodua, you will be Kumasi, you will be Enkran. Kumasi for all aqua donation, Kumasi prisons. And then an Kufodua branch and so Yansuyaba Central Hospital, Yabe donation at the Ama a year hospital.
What they buy, Sika, what they buy, mobile, so no, Nipa saying, I'm with me a year.
Ayo, that's it. Eba no se na ye nyina ye ba behu ye no kwasem ni na areho nanso ni nyina no ne ya hoden betumi de ya ye se ye nua baba ko ono na chese ne ka ne kwanimu kakra ababe 3700 plus ya bo modin ayi ono afiri ho ama ye yi nipa no so be ba ko na mienu aka ho emo ne ma ye de ba no de ya bo modin ache e ama eye awofo no ono a onawo e wa han ya che ni nyina diapers ne tiro ni niama e ka ho ni nyina ya che ni nyina de amom eno so se na wo chem sa na tie ye koe no ikuhun se abofra ba ko ono so ho no a na yenyi no va ya tieska no e de ama hospital administration se omunyi eye abofra nti sine ade nyina so na yakọ akwakohwe ono so iti
eni ayeti yera kwakusafo wono peni a wokasa edema boshe emma ekuo kase a wom memne fe wo epuo mantem kofodia na peni a wono hospital administrator wo Eastern Regional Hospital Orire Mary Amponsa kwatia wono ena wogina mpanifo anemu agye boshe emma efo so Emma woman swam ekoye tie na chese bi mu ho a wom ba hospital wona bia wom yare no wom baja hwe a ebia sika esu wom twia no wom ntimi ntwe hospital no nso nkase bia wom ehwe wom sene wom enda ho de esu wom yem wom ye ne kama de wom na mum enwie chia wom beto wom se bia sika betwia ne ade no na akwakoye bibia wonom enu ti se na ebo hyema so akai se wom nuanom bi nso a hospital a wom enya emwan wom ababe ye wo zema wom mesen so ba wo hwe wom anim afo so anyankopon adom wom no wom so nkika wom no wom emra meye wom emoa Madam Mary Amponsa kwet wo de ensem wo etwa so
asema meka Regional Hospital for the asema meka me say yani aso ade a omode abaha no kwe esanse yan Eastern Regional Hospital no ebre biara no ye pese ehwese ya yarefo no ba omunya omundeko enu nti omuko a ye prisika amonamu kwara ye hwe omu tom de todo go ampempe no omu ba omu wi ana abushoni niska and it is certain popano ye wono enti yem pamuni pamanu ko ne brebreada case biara bebe hwe so nipa kro no beto no asan ye sebiribi no eno bu okwa amayena empendodo no nyana sente yetimi nya aboafo firi baby wo ha no maba so mba be boa yarefo mutimi tua onka enti ano pe se hwefo baaya ne yaje wo masom asem no tum preko pese nyame nhyira wo adwuma pan wo mo ye mempai bo no ma defense nyame emu okwa makuyo no ne baby biara wo mo yi sika ne free ye no enhye ho ama no
Eni ayetiye eye Orai Mariam Ponsa Kwetiye wono eye administrator ewo Eastern Regional Hospital wabra boshe emma ebo amodin ekọ hospital okotwe amanfo bi a wom eda ho bills edema wom no ana wote yansem wanyina etoto odwa ewase mejina no so de kasien esi kasien no tieye ewo Bryt kono achiri po ba kwaso street 100.3 Daddy 101.1 FM so Lord 107.1 Winners 104.9 FM so kasien eba wakoma nywako bi so adaroma ena dan wom eso yasne Airport War Ventures Force eba no chesene ye tell security doors a bomodi na kofredu ya kasajan highway no so kenke factory traffic lights wako na kwajo di ewonom mega cash egusu ekoso ewo joy daddy multimedia platform na so bomodi na dial star 42616# na select Bryt FM patcho play na on son box no on san kbc kana wom na eyodia one pay way na peden the drop off ebane car rentals drivers recruitment Kofodia Central Hospital Gate wom ebutuonom nature tour and consultancy wom aka wom entuma edi abo joy daddy multimedia no a won san wadwuma eso won faso pay from 100 cities ewo Bryt FM fronters na fa ho ehyemu Shagzi me pacho sign free ewo Shagzi app no so drivers 42 we are subscriber 20 Ghana cedi me pacho demoni na benya ride amanfo wonya sikabotini edi egu wata so wonso open ride and pacho no sign up ewo Shagzi app no so demoni na odemu cheseni efua me pacho very comfortable affordable enuntinu ena Shagzi for say it's time to ride Joy medicated so many ointment in the pebidware nasra redia ne beto so yie pa kama kro ayam trifale amfero wasi krodo so ne nyina asi ebetu a ejina Joy medicated soap ene no ointment so saran so ena daddy natural mineral water bomodi na pe ensuo ne bi enonom eyade ebeboa yie pa Food and Drugs Authority enso agi ensuo yi ede atum kama Joy Industries ena diaba Joy Herbal Clinic sapo modima pa ediani je shonko ena bentino eba general treatment anase hepatitis malaria anase mpo fertility care Kofodia Glamour Warm Eben and this original Fesenchem Wope Mama P Cosmetic Center eba no jewelries anase makeups one woma designer perfumes no nature senie enkupa papa dia bomadi na kopiem ewo Prince Boateng roundabout one ma wom ewo Cowbank abro saying store number 3 and 4 ewo en wom ebutu enmeko ya daroma en wom esoma sene do reba kwensema mekopa ye no enwumre mede ema ewo Bryt kono chiri po ba kwaso a ye affiliate stations nyina tabri bia wom eche ye enshraba na tesolo en twa me echo Facebook live a ohwe me ageni mboati yi ma wono nso wo bomachi ye pa makase ne mede ebayedi amje so akosua asabia kropa ade danima me ma munyina mo eneti a woje me ahene wa me sori suke ba na ne dom wom ade akansie mu nsem etwa so kama ede amamo
Hey, ode ochiri pa me confirmation me pe baby a ehoson eye neat e wo kuforidua na amafo say the White House
enkasabiu eye hwa the White House and only the biggest and the nicest place o kuforidua say eba event ni bibie mu a
wow
yes the kind of serene environment ya and hwa 24-hour power you hold num kania security taso for several local and continental dishes and drinks or 2 bedrooms apartments and sigi rooms yeah fully furnished bar or 2 swimming pools, one for VIP, one for regular.
Hey! The White House. What am I choosing?
Azo, na woni bibi. Se wonya girl bi pa na wire na la na se o twetwetwe ho no. Wo de fa no call the White House. Na yes de kope kakra bi na kope kakra bi ma no. Oduru ho no mo a. Ono na be ka say yes. The White House. Our children's playground kesiye. Odu abusua ko ho no aman kwada ne ba secretary edu omanya penifon so games, table tennis, oware, snooker, basketball court, dummy, trampoline, Friday to Sunday night.